We're about to welcome our next guest. You may have seen them in Six the Musical as Jane Seymour in the West End. You may have seen them in Sister Act at the Dominion, a whole host of other shows. One of my favourites, so talented. Please welcome the brilliant Claudia Kariuki. You were in Sister Act at the Dominion.
Yes.
And you were Tina or Michelle?
I was Michelle.
You were Michelle.
Yeah.
But also understudied the brilliant and demanding role of Dolores Van Cartier.
I did. I got to do 6 shows, which I didn't expect, so yeah.
Which sadly we didn't get to see. So obviously when we have the opportunity to get you here at MickeyJoTheatre Live, I'm like, what do you want to sing besides Sister Act, which I'm forcing you to sing? You get to choose the other one. But what was it like understudying a role that demanding, vocally, comedy, physically, on stage the whole time, costume changes?
Oh my goodness.
Disco night.
And flying as well, which I didn't know about. I think I was so fortunate to have both Beverly Knight and Alexandra Burke to kind of follow, because they're both just the most lovely, commanding, talented women. So they made it easy for me because I got to watch them every night. So I was learning every night how to be that, that character and make her funny, make her likable, make her like fun. And yeah, they were the best teachers and they were so supportive. So yeah, it was hard. And I was bedbound for like all of Sunday after doing that show, but it was amazing. Yeah, it was really good.
So the song we're about to hear, you did perform in every night.
Yes.
But you were singing a different part of it. And so because you're going to be singing Dolores's part, I'm going to do my best at singing the other bit. But who's seen Sister Act?
Yay!
Who's seen Sister Act more than once?
Yay!
I was hoping more of you would clap, so I was going to say that means you have to sing this bit as well. If anyone in the room has always wanted to sing in for Tina and Michelle, now is your moment.
This is it, yeah.
To say that you have sung with a Dolores. We're going to make this happen. I'm going to embarrass myself over here.
We're going to call you Tichelle.
Yeah.
I've been hearing shut up and sit down since first grade at St. Mary's. 12 whole years of those nasty old nuns saying what I can't be. Then producers, promoters, club owners, the jive never varies. I'm too this, I'm too that, I'm too much, I'm not quite. I'm too loud, too demanding, too wrong, too not right. Well, too bad if they think I should stay out of sight. Honey, open your eyes. Let me show you the light. Goodbye, Curtis Jackson. I don't need your blue fur. I don't need your club, and I don't need you. Look at my style, could it be more glam? Look at my look, can you say hot damn? Look, and at once you know what I am. Me, I'm fabulous, baby. Look at my moves, don't they blow your mind? Drama and talent, sex combined. Hell, you can tell even if you're blind. See, I'm fabulous, baby. I'm meant to be where the spotlight shines. Born to be on display. Built to be dressed to the 99s. And ready to stand and say, hey, look at me. Can't you see I'm fabulous, baby? Fabulous, baby. Look right here. Ain't it clear where I'm heading to? And look at the time, honey, I can't stay. Look while you can, 'cause I'm on my way. Me, I'm fabulous, baby. I've got fabulous things to do.
Yeah, right, sure. Look at you, you're so fabulous, baby.
So fabulous, baby.
Broke, unknown, chances grown. No doubt, girl, you're fabulous.
Well, joke all you want, go ahead and laugh. One day you'll beg for my autograph. Oh, I'm fabulous, baby.
So damn fabulous, baby.
Can't you see me lit up on the stage as the cameras adore me? Can't you see me out walking red carpets or doing TV? Can't you see all my millions of fans screaming desperately for me?
D-E-L-O-S.
I'm a diva, a goddess, a star on the brink, a house rocking vision in hot, shocking pink, a kitchen sink. It's time for the world to find out, don't you think? Whoa, whoa, look at me, can't you see? Get a fabulous baby, feast your eyes, can't disguise my star quality. So laugh all you want, I won't be denied. What I have got is too hot to hide. Oh, I'm fabulous, baby, so damn fabulous, baby, fine and fabulous. Wait and see. Thank you.
Amazing. So amazing that when you did that particular riff, I just stopped singing, is what happened there. Which no one minded, because that was not my best work.
I loved it. Tashelle, give it up for Tashelle, guys. Come on.
Let's start with Sister Act.
Yeah?
I've told you this earlier this evening. One of my favourite moments in that production during Raise Your Voice.
Yeah.
So you go from being Dolores's sassy friends, maybe?
Yeah, I'd say friends. They're all like, they've been singing together for years.
Backing singers.
Singing all the bars and clubs
Family
together.
friends.
Yeah.
And then you became one of the nuns.
Yes.
How fun was that?
Oh, I loved it. First of all, the costume. It's hotter and more uncomfortable than you think. But you're in a flat shoe, so I can't complain.
I'd love to be a nun.
But yeah, it was cute. I loved it. I got to...
On the stage. Yeah.
Please, just make a cameo in the back. That'd be amazing. Yeah. It was really fun. And me and Natalia, who was Tina in the production, we had, like, our tracks were sort of, like, together the whole way through. And we had, like, loads of fun dance moments and, like, the disco number for Eddie. And, like, we got to be, like, nuns in another number. Then, like, back to, like, disco divas in like, the dream sequence. So it was fun. It kept us on our toes, for sure.
Yeah. And my favourite moment came during Raise Your Voice. Dolores is teaching all of the nuns to sing. Can you recreate for us? No, it was so beautiful. It was so great. This is an unruly choir of musically unskilled nuns when we first meet them. They become great, but obviously you're a person with exceptional musicality and rhythm. So for you to give this performance of this particular... This was when, so during the song, they're rehearsing, then they break out into groups, and Dolores says, make sure to keep practicing. And you at the back of the stage are giving us...
For about 2 minutes, offbeat, like this.
I lost my mind laughing. So funny. It was the look of concentration on your face as you're like, I am focusing on
Awful, but the music's so loud, so I was trying to go against it. And I was like, oh, this is so hard. But yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah, you've made me laugh with your face so many times on stage.
Okay, right.
Because we went to go see the cast of 6, and it was a show where you were not on.
Yeah.
Because the alternates go in and out of that show all the time, doing a great job. And Aaron said, I think I'd seen you already, but he hadn't.
Yes.
And Aaron said, we have to go back to see Claudia.
Oh.
And I was like, you have to go see Claudia sing Heart of Stone. And so we went back. We were second or third row of the stalls, far too close to, at this exact moment, make eye contact with you when you did.
I remember this.
The line was, it's towards the end as everything... Who's seen 6, the musical? You know what I'm talking about here. When they're like, oh no, we shouldn't have been comparing each other. This has all been a giant mistake. And I can't remember exactly what it is. What a waste of time.
What a waste of time,
But you delivered it so earnestly and looked out with these like sad Pixar eyes out into and like a quivering lips slightly. It was the funniest thing. And there's like a hush over the stalls and we're dying.
You were both
not to laugh.
trying not to look at me. It was brilliant.
Yeah, amazing. And you're going to be in another comedic show because you're going to be in Shucked.
Shucked, the musical!
Woo!
I'm so excited.
At Regent's Park Open Air Theatre.
Yes.
It was indoors on Broadway. It's heading outdoors in the UK.
It's giving corn,
Yeah. Bring your hay fever tablets.
Oh,
This is your third time at Regent's Park?
Yeah, it's my third production.
Because you did Porgy and Bess and Ragtime.
Yeah.
You were Sarah in Ragtime.
That was my first job,
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a great first job.
It was terrifying, but also I learned so much. Like, I was still in third year at college and going to classes in the day, then getting to rehearsals in the afternoon and being like, that's Rosalie Craig, that's David Birrell, that's Roland Bowe. And I was like, that Sandra Marvin. I was like, my head was like
Yeah.
falling off because I couldn't believe my luck. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that material, I mean, that's one of my favourite shows.
Me too.
Of all time.
Me too.
I so wanted to, because I didn't see the show,
Yeah.
That production, I so wanted to get you to sing something from that this evening, but I thought Your Daddy's Son, I think it's a lot for a Sunday night cabaret.
It's a lot.
For those of you who don't know, to be like, I feel as though I have to bury my newborn child.
Oh,
like
my goodness me.
It's a lot for the Phoenix Arts Club on a Sunday night. They're doing that upstairs at Stranger Things, but we're not doing that down here.
Yeah, we're keeping it chill down here. We're keeping it fun, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who directed that production? Was that Tim Sheeder?
Tim Sheeder, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. And that was Ragtime, which is set at the beginning of the 20th century, but it was like period and modern at the same time.
Yeah, the concept was basically trying to be, we started off as in a post-apocalyptic land. I mean, ragtime, post-apocalyptic, it's so contrasting. So we were drawn together to kind of tell this story of a time that was once lost and forgotten and how community was formed. And that was really interesting to go from like modern day to straight back into like 1910, I think it was, or something like that. So yeah, that was really cool to be part of like a different kind of production. Yeah, and a great first job. What are you looking forward to about going back to Regent's Park? I think the show is funny, it's sweet, there's a really cute love story that runs through it, and I love the sense of community. I think that's what I think we all need right now in the world. So doing a show that's about a community that thrives with everything they have, and they support each other and they help each other, and it's just fun, and I get to be in a dungaree. So it's all about the costumes, guys. Apparently that's my thing tonight. All the costumes, all the shows I've been in. But yeah, it's going to be beautiful. The cast are amazing, and Regent's Park is like, there's a magic there. Not to sound wanky, but there is. It feels very different.
Oh, yeah.
It feels very exposing, but like in the right way. Like you can smell the trees and like the barbecues, and you can hear bottles of Prosecco getting opened. You can like hear someone sneeze. Like it's so, and also you can hear Hyde Park. Whenever there's a gig at Hyde Park, you can hear it from the back of Regent's Park. Yeah. And you're like in this serious period drama, and then Elton John's like, woo, like 2 miles away. But it's, I don't know what that was. Yeah. But he's not like that. It's literally not like that. But yeah, I just love how four-dimensional it is, and it just feels really nice. It feels really nice to be back there, and I'm very excited. Yeah.
I feel like you're going to be the one who can bring a wisdom to the cast, because you've done 2 shows at the park
before.
For sure. And it evolves like throughout the run, right? Like the weather changes.
It does, yeah.
The seasons move. Mm-hmm. So what is that like? You're already doing this challenging show. You're doing Ragtime. You're doing Porgy and Bess. It's outdoors. There's other factors. What's going on?
I think the rain. This is controversial. I love it. Okay, I love it when it rains, because it reminds you of the reality of like where you are.
Audiences famously do not.
I know, I'm so sorry. But there was a particular moment in Porgy and Bess where we were about to do the storm scene, and it was starting to get a bit grey, and everyone was like, ooh, it's looking a bit dicey. In that left corner, there's like a massive grey cloud coming. And the rain started pummeling it down, like just before the storm scene, when there's no lights and it's strobe, and we're all on these metal chairs and like falling and choreographed like this whole thing, and it was incredible. But the rain added this like real element. It felt like I was on a ride, like Thorpe Park, because it was like, whoa. But it just added to the drama, and I loved it. And everyone came off being like, that was cool. We're soaked, but it was cool. But yeah, I think it's like the reality of like the world, like you're just in the middle of it, in this open space. It's just like you have to abandon all like control. You have to just let it be. Yeah.
I have a weird question. There's a reason for this. Who in the SHUCKED company do you already know and have worked with before?
So I went to college with Keith. We're in the same year. So it's so exciting. We've never worked together before, but
funnily enough, that's who I was going to ask about. This is very random. Keith. I was in Amsterdam on a stag weekend with Aaron's family.
Iconic, first of all.
Likely place to find us. We do it all the time. And as if this jacket wasn't communicating that to you. I love a beer. I don't know. And Keith stopped us at a traffic light, which made me seem super famous to everyone else who was on this stag do. And you know when you recognize someone back?
Yes.
100%. But because of social anxiety, you can be 100. I was like, I know this is Keith. I know who you are, but I'm still not going to say your name. It could be like, King Charles could come up to me and I'm going to be like, I'm
sorry.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I think it is. So when you see Keith, if you could let Keith know.
I will.
I did know it was Keith. I just didn't say anything back and it made me seem very rude.
No, of course.
I replied. I just didn't go like, and I know who you are as well. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I went to college with Keith, so it's really cool. We get to work together. Georgina, I've never worked with, but I think she's amazing. She's going to be incredible as Lulu. I cannot wait. Who else is in the cast? Rachel Rawlinson and Monique Palmer. I did 6 with them. Yeah. So a little 6 reunion, which is cool. Reunion in the corn. I don't know. Who else is there? I've admired people from afar, like Jonathan Hume and Stevie Webb and people like that. Yeah, it's going to be really fun, and the ensemble are really lovely, and it's just, it's going to be nice.
Yeah. Funny people, talented people, and it's such a lovely show. We've seen it twice. Is anyone familiar with Shucked?
Oh!
Yeah. If you haven't already, grab your tickets to go see it at Regent's Park. Yeah. Very affordable tickets.
I know.
At Regent's Park for
Shucked. I like the access of that. It's accessible pricing. I love that.
That's never a conversation we have. Never am I saying like, have you seen these ticket prices? Low. Like that doesn't happen.
Like, wow, affordable. Woo.
That's not something we say. I'm just bracing myself. What, 400, 500? Where are we now? What's happening?
In the gods, like £600, like watching the show. Like, yeah.
No, but yeah. We're booked to see first preview.
Yay!
Can't keep us away from the corn.
Oh, exciting. I'm so excited.
Anyone who wonders why we keep talking about corn, once you see the show.
Yeah, sorry. It's not like a weird euphemism for anything else.
You will understand. Corn. No.
It's corn.
Circling back to your time at the Dominion in Sister Act, there was one particular night. This was the second time we saw the show. It was a gala performance. And towards the end of the show, the Pope-mobile crosses the stage. And the Pope-mobile stopped in the middle of the stage, and I was like, does that normally happen? And then the Pope, smiling, jumped out of the Pope-mobile and left, and I thought, that seems wrong.
Oh, no.
And everyone slowly began leaving, except for, God love her, Leslie Joseph,
Oh, no.
who was on the front row, and you know what? Is a legend in the theatrical world, but also wearing a habit, so no peripheral vision.
Yeah, none.
Bear in mind. On the front row, can't see that everyone is leaving the stage behind her, still giving it.
I was like, Leslie, we're going off now. And she was just like at the front, and everyone was like dissipating, and I was like trying to get her attention. I had to like grab her dress as we were going off, and she was like, what are you doing, darling? I was like, we need to get off. There's a cart right there. It was press night, I remember.
Yeah, but you literally rescued a nun.
Yeah, and I was like, Leslie, come on. She's like, darling, what on earth is going on? I was like, babe, there's a cart. Like, it's broken down. Yeah. We need to get off stage. She was iconic. I love Leslie Joseph.
Amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. So many brilliant people in that cast, and yourself included.
Thanks.
Are there any other musical theatre dream roles that we need to manifest here? And it can be like things that maybe people aren't expecting you to do, but stuff that you want to do.
Right. That's a good question. I mean, 15-year-old me would have been like, I want to be Elphaba. That's all I want to do, and I'll be really happy, but I'm not sure.
You did Wicked, right?
I did, yes. Yeah. And I loved it. It was amazing, but I'm not sure. Now that I know what it takes,
sure.
I admire them so much. Anyone that's ever taken on that role is huge. So, like, yeah, it's definitely changed a lot since those days. But I'd say BESS in Porgy and BESS. Yeah. Because I don't really sing much soprano anymore, but I'd love to take on a soprano role. That would be really cool. What else is there? Something new. I think I want to be in something new, originate a role, and hopefully make something my own and be a part of like the beginnings, like the exciting beginnings of like a new show. Yeah. So yeah, I think my dream would be in a new like OG London cast or like an album or something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. Using that remarkable voice of yours.
Oh, thanks.
To tell exciting stories.
Yes.
One of the last times that I saw you was at Musical Con.
Yes.
And you were on a panel talking about the queer world of musical theatre and advocacy and everything that comes into that. And I wanted to ask you a little bit, as we're talking about like queer identity and authenticity, what that means for you as a performer.
I think we all have a way of wanting to see ourselves represented. We all naturally want to see people that reflect our reality on stage. I think it makes you feel seen, it makes you feel heard, it makes your community feel heard. And I think so often we forget that there is so much power in just like saying no to things that don't serve you as well. And choosing peace and choosing like an environment that's going to bolster you and uphold you and things like that. And theatre's come a really long way in terms of the way that it's been able to rewrite the narrative of stories and be like, anyone can play this role. It doesn't have to be gendered. It doesn't have to be a specific thing. And there are certain shows which I think historically, yeah, of course, that person plays that role because that's what it was like. But I think we need to let go of what in our minds is to be expected all the time. Like, oh, that can't be that way. I'm like, why not? Just do it. It doesn't harm anyone. All it does is give someone else an opportunity to be like, oh, I feel really seen here in this moment. And I think we have more to do in terms of representation. It can't just be about like race, not just doing it for the sake of it looking shiny on the outside. It's the stuff on the inside, like production and the creative teams and wigs and wardrobe. And it's coming. I can feel the resurgence of more people finding their path in theatre and TV and film, which is really cool. But yeah, we have a ways to go, but I'm really excited about what's happening at the moment, and we just can't take our foot off the gas. It's hard because the rhetoric at the moment in the headlines and in the news and in the media make it seem as if there's no hope, but I think there is a lot of hope. And I think that's all I have to kind of focus on. It's like there is still so much joy and goodness and being queer, and I want to focus on that and not the stuff that they want us, like the people that are against queer people want us to feel for ourselves. We don't have to feel that way. We don't have to absorb that. We can just have our own armor, and community is everything. So I think finding community in theatre, finding your queer community in theatre is saved me. So yeah, I'm really proud to be queer and black and this weird little human. And I hope that somewhere Jane Seymour is like, oh my God, that's really cool. That someone with like loads of piercings and like tattoos, and it's like so different to me, is telling my story. And that's why it's important, because it's about like, it's about what you want from like the world and what you want to. Yeah, I could talk about this all day, but
that's a great that's a great question. Then, what was it like? Was it very uplifting to be a part of Six, a show that has always featured very diverse performance in its casting, but also because of the nature of the show, allows you to bring a lot of yourself to the character.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like they enabled us to be ourselves, enabled us to be like, okay, so what's everyone's... I don't know. I felt like I didn't have to hide my alternative nature. I didn't have to hide that I was an alt kid growing up. Like, I'm still like, bleh. But like, I don't have to hide that in the show. Like, my photo can be at the front of the theatre with my septum in, and it's not awkward for anyone. It's just who I am, or my tattoos, or my body shape, or all these things. I'm like, we're still just humans, like navigating the world. So if we want to play a character 8 times a week, then we should just let people do what they want. Within reason, obviously.
Everything I've heard about the audition process for Six is so interesting, and you don't necessarily... Did you go in for Jane explicitly, or do you go in for Six and then they kind of figure it out?
So they send you like a track list of things that you want to sing, of the songs for your first round, of like famous pop songs that are inspired by the characters. And then after that, they say, okay, we'll see you for this role. So I was in for Aragon, Seymour, Cleves for one round, and I was like, I'm not a Cleves, and Parr. So it was a lot of like the really vocal tracks. And by the final, I was just down to Aragon and Seymour, and I didn't know if I'd got any of them. So I was a bit like, if I don't get either of these queens, I'm going to be so embarrassed. But yeah, luckily I got the call from my agent, and she was like, do you want to be Seymour in the West End? And I was on the train, and I like broke down, and I couldn't tell anyone what was going on. And this woman was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm just on the phone, like in the vestibule on the floor, because I couldn't believe it.
You didn't have a seat?
I ran away from my seat because I was like, oh, my agent's calling me. So I ran away. And I was like, what could this be about? Because I just had an audition that went really badly, and I thought they'd called and told my agent that I was crap. And I was like, oh no, she's going to have a go at me. And then, I found out, and I was just like, what? Like, and I never saw the show before I got it because of COVID. So I had tickets twice, and it got cancelled because of COVID. So the next time I saw the show was in my 3rd week of rehearsals, and I was like, oh my God, this is intense. Yeah, but it blew me away. It still does to this day. It still gives me chills. So yeah.
You did it for 2 years?
2 years.
Yeah. Do they still do the thing where everybody kind of has a pop, like a pop icon that they're embodying to some extent?
Yeah, I feel like we have like the markers of like, oh, this is inspired by Beyonce, this is inspired by Alicia Keys. Like those things are still quite...
But I guess, like, is there anyone you were channeling for yourself?
Yes.
Like, this is the energy I'm bringing to the stage.
So Seymour's like inspired by like Adele, like sort of like ballad singers like that. So I think Adele was always going to be in the mix because I love Adele. But like also like Beyonce, I Am Sasha Fierce era when it was all ballads. Like that was my vibe. Like that was a really cool album to kind of like use a reference point to. And who else was my other one? I wrote them all down now. Can't remember. Alicia Keys, a little bit. Beyonce, yes. Adele. And like Duffy. Does anyone remember Duffy? Love Duffy. So I feel like there was elements of Duffy as well. It's just kind of like, folky, but musical theatre vibes. Yeah. Amazing.
Well, let's do another brilliant performance then.
Fab.
I was so intrigued and excited when you said you wanted to sing this song.
Okay.
And I'm just going to let you share it with everyone here.
Thank you so much.
At the Phoenix Arts Club.
Thanks.
Give it up for Claudia Kariuki, everybody.
Thank you. This is Burn from Hamilton. Hope there's some Hamilton fans here. Yay! I saved every letter you wrote me. From the moment I read them, I knew you were mine. You said you were mine. I thought you were mine. Do you know what Angelica said when we saw your first letter rhyme? She said, be careful with that one, love. He will do what it takes to survive. You and your words flooded my senses. Your sentences left me defenseless. You built me palaces out of paragraphs. You built cathedrals. I'm rereading the letters you wrote me. I'm searching and scanning for answers in every line, for some kind of sign when you were mine. The world seemed to burn. You published the letters she wrote you. You told the whole world how you brought this girl into our bed. In clearing your name, you have ruined our lives. Do you know what Angelica said when she read what you'd done? She said, you have married an Icarus. He has flown too close to the sun. You and your words obsessed with your legacy. Your sentences border on senseless, and you are paranoid in every paragraph how they perceive you. I'm erasing myself from the narrative. Let future historians wonder how Eliza reacted when you broke her heart. You have torn it all apart. I'm watching it burn. Watching it burn. The world has no right to my heart. The world has no place in our bed. They don't get to know what I said. I'm burning the memories, burning the letters that might have redeemed you. You forfeit all rights to my heart.
Claudia Kariuki, everybody.
For 10 more seconds, I'm MickeyJoTheatre. Oh my god, hey. Thanks for watching, have a stagey day. Subscribe!